here's Amanda. Put your hands together for her.
If everyone sees, some of you haven't looked already, but on your tables, there's some candles. And if everyone would like, or switch those on. And even possibly if you want, you could use the flashes for your phones. But we're gonna have a candlelight vigil for Priscilla Aldana. And after you switch your candles on, everyone please rise and stand up. I want to take this moment to tell you a little bit about Priscilla Aldana. Priscilla was a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a friend. She had dreams, she had people who loved her, she had a life that should have not been stolen from her. Like too many of our women, Priscilla was a victim of domestic violence. One of the biggest threats facing Indigenous women today. The MMIP crisis does not start when someone goes missing. It starts long before that, with the cycles of violence that so many of our people endure. 4 out of 5 Indigenous women will experience violence in their lifetimes. 4 out of 5. That number is just baffling. But what's worse is that we know why. We know that systemic failures leave our people vulnerable. We know that law enforcement often looks the other way. We know that the resources are scarce, that shelters are full, and that calls for help sometimes go unanswered. Priscilla should still be here. She should be with her family, watching her children grow up, laughing, living, dreaming. Instead, we stand here tonight and we're gonna honor her because she was taken way too soon. Sadly, she's not the only one. Too many of our women are stolen at the hands of those who are supposed to love them. Too many of our women are hurt by the people that do not see their value, by people who are less than human. I don't want us to mourn tonight. I want us to promise that we will not stop fighting, that we will speak up, that we will not let our sisters, our daughters, our mothers slip through the cracks of domestic violence and sexual abuse. Domestic violence affects all of us in one way or another. Until we address it, until we demand better protections for our women, until we make it impossible for these cases to be ignored, this crisis will continue. Tonight, we will remember Priscilla. We will say her name. We will hold space for her. And we promise that stories and lives of our people will be valued and remembered. Not just so we can mourn them, but so we can learn from them and create change and have them inspire us. So if we can just sit here for a minute, a moment of silence, and raise your candles, lights up, please. Thank you. And I want to ask, could the drummers come and sing a remembrance song, please? Thank you.
Once again, as the drummers are assembling at the drum, we remember each one of our relatives, our loved ones that have gone on, been a victim of domestic violence, domestic abuse. We think about them. We often wonder what we could have did different. As a people, we get busy with our lives, but when we come together, we're a strong force. We persevered after years of genocide to our people, still being here today. Our ancestors passed on, fighting that good fight, and some of them were lost, but they'll never be forgotten. So whenever the drum's ready, go ahead. And at this time, I want you to think about all your loved ones. Hold them close to you. Because that blood still pumps in your body today. And it will tomorrow. And it will in your children.
Hey!
may be seated now. Thank you there, Red Agency, for singing that song for us. As I said before, we make our ancestors proud. We make our families proud. And as we work together, nation to nation, tribe to tribe, working together, we're a strong force. We persevere. So we must always be there to listen when somebody wants to talk to you. Or maybe they just want to hear you. Maybe just hear some stories or some teachings from you. Or maybe they just want to enjoy your company because they're far from their families and their communities. That's why we have these events, powwows, and name givings, and even with funerals. You know, when someone passes on, we come back together and we uplift each other and we show support to each other.
Doing good. Getting tired?
And we remember that we're not alone in this world, that we have family and community behind us, our people behind us.